Prime Minister James Marape has reiterated again on the procedures on which they are subject to prior to granting self-governance to the people of Bougainville. PM Marape said the process is sanctioned by the Constitution.
Prime Minister Marape deliberated in his speech recently, stating despite his position, he is also bound to uphold the processes.
And so Bougainville is PNG, PNG is Bougainville, subject to the process that is running. And the process, James Marape has no right to temper the process that was sanctioned and secured a 2001 peace agreement.
He expressed the importance of Section 342 of the Constitution that has greater role in the discussions.
I want to make it absolutely clear that the process is sanctioned by Constitution. And the national government that I lead in no way or shape can bend the Constitution that stands in our face. Including in that Section 338 that allows for referendum, Section 342 says we must have consultation, subsection 1, and subsection 2 says Parliament must decide. That is the process that is running.
PM Marape urged the people of Bougainville to understand the government position in ensuring they are in accordance with every procedure.
The same Constitution that gave me the ability to work and follow United Nations recommendations for referendum is the same Constitution that compels me that we have to go through the gates of Parliament.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Autonomous Region of Bougainville President Ismail Torowama says the recent signing of the Melanesian Agreement with the national government of Papua New Guinea signals a progress for Bougainville Peace Agreement and the process towards Bougainville independence.
While thanking the PNG government, President Torowama said that this agreement is one step forward into the unknown reality.
Today we stand tall here because we have been defending the national constitution, which has given us our rights, the rights into determining what type of governance should be brought into the island of Bougainville.
He highlighted the progress of Bougainville during his term of government.
In terms of infrastructure building and in terms of negotiating, moving forward in accordance with the Bougainville Peace Agreement. We all understand from each side that we have been defending from both sides the essence of the people's rights of determining their future.
The president said, despite the challenges AGB has gone through the peace agreement, adding,
as all tables as we discuss moving forward, it's unknown. It gives us the opportunity to open another door through peace by peaceful means. But standing right in front of this step, I believe there are more educated people in Bougainville.
He also highlighted on the peace agreement.
Bougainville Peace Agreement is a joint creativity. That's why we sometimes tend to say that, no, this is what we want. But I believe there is stability in between. And I believe because of the joint creativity, Parliament will make a decision that suits the people of Bougainville.
Mr. Torowama said he is believed that PNG government will make a decision for the interest of the people of Bougainville. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Prime Minister James Marape has thanked the 5 Chief Justices since independence for bringing the country to where it is now.
Prime Minister James Marape said the court system in the country has been reformed, further stating that a fair, working and bigger court system enables businesses to have trustworthiness when operating. As part of the court reform, Marape said the Supreme Court will only attend to Section 18 and Section 19 of the country's constitution next year. Adding to this, he said his government has inserted an appeals court in between the national and Supreme Courts that will be headed by different judges. He highlighted on the limitations of judges the government has noted for the country.
Working with the present judiciary, we have agreed and they have proposed and we have agreed it is important because they see they carry a lot of backlogs. In limitation of judges now, we have uplifted the ceiling of judges in the country from 40 to a minimum float of 60 to 200, so we can have more judges in the country.
He said they are also getting judges from New Zealand, Australia, Africa, Hong Kong, Canada and the United Kingdom. The Prime Minister also stressed that his government has brought international arbitration into the country's judiciary system to solve disputes. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Prime Minister James Marape said the government will partner with landowners who want to register their land for development.
Prime Minister James Marape said, although land registration is not compulsory, the Lands Department had a robust program in terms of land registration, where the government puts money every year for land acquisition. Marape said with the world getting urbanized, the government wants to tidy the urban areas in terms of living space.
Working with the present judiciary, we have agreed and they have proposed and we have agreed it is important because they see they carry a lot of backlogs. In limitation of judges now, we have uplifted the ceiling of judges in the country from 40 to a minimum float of 60 to 200, so we can have more judges in the country.
He also said that the government will announce for all the major roads to be opened up soon, where it looks to partner with landowners living near the main highways. The Prime Minister stressed that about 97% of the land are owned by the people, which are not monetized. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Following recent data coming to light on the increase in HIV numbers, an alarming concern is the continued high rate of mother-to-child transmission.
According to UNAIDS, an estimated 2,700 infants were newly infected with HIV in 2024 alone. This is equivalent to 7 babies per day. Unfortunately enough, in most of these cases, mothers were unaware of the HIV status and as a result, did not receive the necessary antiretroviral therapy or ART during pregnancy or breastfeeding, which could have effectively prevented HIV transmission to babies. Acting Secretary Ken Wai, when deliberating on the new alarming data, highlighted this.
But the numbers have increased, so numbers don't lie. So we will do a lot in terms of raising awareness by our communities, health workers, PHAs to reduce that.
This major gap in maternal health now highlights the need to increase antenatal care uptake and expand HIV testing, counseling and treatment across PNG for all pregnant women. Meanwhile, with the cases of this virus increasing among young people at the ages of 24 and below, as according to the new data, Mr. Kanwai is now appealing to the community, especially churches, to help support awareness around this.
That I think Papua New Guinea, we've pulled down the guard. We are complacent. We think that HIV will just go away. It won't go away. We need responsibility from everyone, the 12 million citizens of this country.
Natasha Ovoy, National EMTV News.
Papua New Guinea continues its official lead-up to the 50th Independence Anniversary celebrations. Meganesia Day is a collaboration of Australia and PNG traditional contemporary music and dances.
This is a musical event of both PNG and Australia as a reflection of PNG and Australia standing side by side. Meganesia is a celebration of identity, culture and unity. It is a tribute as we move closer to our 50th independence anniversary. The dynamic collaboration showcases the spirit of partnership and culture exchange between Papua New Guinea and Australia. Governor for NCD Powers Parkop in his opening remarks acknowledged Australia for their partnership. Governor Parkop emphasized on Australia's assistance to PNG.
And we have been great partners in the last 50 years to 49 years. In all spheres of development, Australia has been partnering us. Education, health, infrastructure development, responding to emergency, crisis, you name it, COVID-19. In all areas, Australia has been our partner. I want to, on behalf of our city, express our deepest appreciation, gratefulness to Australia.
Considering this relationship with Australia and PNG has been long overdue, this celebration also marks to strengthen their bond. Australia High Commissioner Ewan McDonald said the relationship with PNG has been an inspiration. He added that Meganesia reflects a closer relationship between Australia and Papua New Guinea.
Meganesia, of course, reflects the close relationship. We were once all joined together as part of Earth's crust, the way the Prime Minister would refer to it. And of course, this year, you, me, one time, our slogan, if you like, for the 50th anniversary, Meganesia is a great reflection of our culture, of both countries coming together, and you've seen it today through the acts, and you're seeing it now through the Yindi and their performance now. It's showing our Indigenous culture, it's showing the relationship between the two countries.
Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
The GWM Tank 300 has all the amazing creature comforts you want. And it really loves going off-road. Hop into Barocco Motors for a spin. Book a test drive today.
Soft and lovely hair growth cream. The new way to nourish your hungry hair. The first hair growth cream with natural origins. No silicone, overload of nutrients, and incredibly melted texture that is instantly absorbed by your hair. Available at Trends Essential Beauty Shop in Bryant Bell Plaza, Gordon's, and Eliseo Rainbow, Trend Salons, and all retail shops near you.
MTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12.
We haven't had a voice like yours.
This week, our top 14 contestants step up their game with this round's genre being pop music.
You came to win. Okay.
Join us to find out who makes it through to the top 11. Tonight at 7:30. Only on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National MTV News. Peter Torot, PNG's first saint, is to be canonized on October 19, 2025 in Rome. Pope Leo announced Peter Torot's canonization alongside 7 others during the first ordinary consistory of the pontificate. The announcement was made after careful evaluation of miracles and intercessions attributed to him, with the process supported by PNG's Catholic leadership and faithful. 17 participants from the education sector, Southern Region, received a 3-day training as trainers under the Censorship Ambassador School program on Friday.
In juncture with the Education Department, with the aim to transform the mindset of young people. The training was considered very timely in this day and age of technology. Noting that the program started off from the censorship awareness in 2014, Chief Censor Jim Abani encouraged the participants as ambassadors in their respective fields.
Ambassadors are representative of the censorship in their respective schools. They will be their eyes, they will be their voice, they will be their ears, while censorship office is more centralized in Wagani. Our target was to establish these ambassadors at the schools so that the students will sustain the program.
A participant, secondary school inspector for Central Province, Joe Azuran, who interestingly enough was a former teacher of the chief censor himself, highlighted the debate around corporal punishment in schools as a form of discipline to what can be done today.
But we can't go back to the past. But what we can do is improve it. Improve it. Through that concept, I think a lot of people have gained that education to lead this country. But now, the challenges here where child's right is on, so we can do it. Now, what is the best way forward?
He added that a topic covered in the training was on cross-cutting measures.
Currently, we have a lot of abuse of Facebook, a lot of abuse of internet, and it is very good, timely. The census board is coming, census office is coming to start making awareness and schools involved, because the target group is our young people.
Secondary School Inspector for Western Province, Bayasa Sonea, elaborated on the importance of the program with a request.
It's a unique team, and that uniqueness should be multiplied. At this juncture, may I say, if the office of the censorship can extend this kind of trainers to the other regions as well, because together then we will be able to align our teachers, our inspectors, our guidance officers, and even our students, that the core part is the value, the protection of the values of Papua New Guinea, as well as the values of the young people.
And that is the plan, according to the Office of Censorship. In participation to the program were 4 secondary inspectors, 6 guidance officers, and 7 administration staff, representing the provinces in the southern region. Natasha Ovoy, National MTV News.
Meanwhile, with the current influence on the young generation in this era, Chief Censor Jim Ambani reiterates on the important lessons emphasized by the Censorship Office.
In censorship, we used to say self-respect and human decency. That is the key. Censorship starts at home. That is our key when we are driving the messages there.
The Papua New Guinea Assembly of Disabled Persons held its strategic planning and annual general meeting after 7 years.
The annual general meeting brought together representatives from provincial organizations of persons with disabilities. Participants reflected on the strengths, challenges, and barriers faced by their organizations while identifying opportunities to strengthen engagement with the government and key stakeholders. Key discussions focused on reviewing PNG ADP's constitution and national advocacy plan, which will guide the organization's direction over the next 5 years. The Prime Minister expressed his support for the Disability Services Bill that will be submitted to the National Executive Council. Marapa acknowledged the support of the PNG-Australia partnership. Co-chair of PNG ADP, Jacqueline Boga-Garoa, said it is important to know what issues to bring to the table and to advocate for establishment of Provincial Coordinating Committee on Disability. The Australian government supports PNG ADP through the Building Community Engagement in PNG program. These efforts are critical to strengthening decision-making, setting priorities, and driving forward inclusive development initiatives that deliver meaningful and lasting benefits for persons with disabilities in Papua New Guinea. Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
Defense Minister Dr. Billy Joseph announced that the Papua New Guinea Defense Force is working to expand its personnel and operational capabilities to adequately conduct its mandated duties.
The minister was making these remarks ahead of the PNZDF Week celebration in September. He outlined the intention of rebuilding the PNZDF manpower and capabilities as the country moves into its important milestone.
PNZDF capability is concerned, I can assure everybody that our government, under the leadership of the Marabe Rosa government, is really focused, and we're working very hard to build our capacity and capability.
Minister Billy confirmed recruitment will be conducted to increase their force.
In terms of manpower, our 10,000 active force sort of strategy is there, and we are working very hard to increase that manpower through recruitment.
He explained he is aware of concerns over the recruitment process, and they are working at the best to police up.
Making sure that there's been issues of recruitment that the citizens and the community have been quite concerned about, and myself as well. And so we want to build trust in the process by making sure that there is online recruitment, so there is less human intervention. Therefore, only those people who are supposed to be in PNGDF will be in PNGDF, especially through the recruitment process.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
6 Kokoda Track Authority rangers have received their Ranger Certificate 3 in Conservation and Ecosystems Management recently under the Kokoda Initiative partnership with Australia.
Graduation ceremony marked the conclusion of an 18-month journey that included theoretical training, practical exercises, and an exchange visit to Australia under Kokoda Track Authority's Ranger Capacity Development Program for the 3 male and female graduates. The Rangers will work to preserve and protect the military heritage and environmental values of the Kokoda Track, regulate tourism, and facilitate community engagement and development. Ranger and mother of 4 Stella Kabuni is proud that the graduation from the Ranger program is significant for the women of the track region, stating that women's voice in the communities are now being included. She thanked the Australian government for the opportunity and is ready to protect forests, rivers and war relics in a community. Kokoda Trek Authority Acting Chief Executive Officer Julius Wagirai congratulated the rangers for their dedication, resilience and leadership throughout their 3-year study to play an important role in safeguarding Kokoda's environment and military heritage, as well as improving livelihoods for people in their community. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News returns after the break. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
The all-new, powerful GWM Power. Book a test drive today and hop into Barocco Motors for a spin.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
Join us weekly on MTV News, A Closer Look, their current affairs program that brings you insight for the latest on education, health,
healing to all the residents.
Business,
They launched its VPN,
politics,
to infiltrate into our systems,
sports, and more.
As we observe the preparations for the women's.
A Closer Look, Sunday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
We're back with National EMTV News. Moving to news abroad, tens of thousands of people have lined up along the streets of Iran's capital, Tehran, for a state funeral in honor of military leaders and nuclear scientists killed in the country's war with Israel.
At least 16 scientists and 10 senior commanders, including the head of the Revolutionary Guard and some civilians, were among those mourned. There was no immediate sign of Iran's supreme leader in the state broadcast of the funeral.
The Israeli military says it's eliminated one of the founding leaders of Hamas in an airstrike that has killed at least 81 civilians in Gaza.
The IDF says Hakam Mohammed Issa al-Issa played a significant role in the planning and execution of the October 7 attacks. Health workers, meanwhile, say 12 people were killed near a stadium sheltering displaced people in Gaza City. 8 more died in a strike on an apartment block. Others were killed in an Israeli strike at the entrance of a refugee camp in central Gaza. US President Donald Trump has said he's hopeful there could be a ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas within the next week.
We think within the next week we're going to get a ceasefire. And we're supplying, as you know, a lot of money and a lot of food to that area because we have to, we're in theory not involved in it, but we're involved because people are dying. And I look at those crowds of people that have no food, no anything, and, we're the ones that are getting it there.
In Australia, Victorian firefighters are working to get better help for cancer-stricken colleagues and their families.
They were the fires that blanketed Melbourne in toxic smoke. Coot Island in 1991, just one of dozens of chemical blazes Mick Hughes fought in his nearly 35-year career in the fire brigade.
We would always talk about the health consequences later on in life, what could occur. Mick was always conscious about his health. He was a very fit man, but was always concerned about attending all these toxic fires.
Last year, the decorated firefighter died from pancreatic cancer, 10 months after diagnosis.
Being a firefighter was a contributing factor to him getting pancreatic cancer. So we lodged a work cover claim.
It was initially rejected, as pancreatic cancer isn't on the government's recognised list of 15 cancers caused by firefighting. It is covered by other states, as well as federally employed firefighters at Melbourne Airport. Upon appeal, it was agreed Mick's cancer was caused by his work.
Mick's medical expenses, his wages were paid for. We even got gardening and maintenance services around the house for about 6 months.
When Mick died, Heather Hughes was told she could apply for dependency compensation, only to be rejected because the cancer was not considered work-related, despite the successful appeal.
I was quite shocked because initially I thought, well, you've already accepted liability, you've already paid for his medical expenses, paid for his wages while he was sick, and now that he's gone, he's not covered.
WorkCover would not comment on specific cases, but says there are different tests for individuals and dependency claims.
It's obviously a travesty, it's wrong, and we're looking for the government to reverse that.
That just does not pass the pub test.
The Firefighters Union has long pushed for more cancers to be added to the presumptive rights list, including pancreatic cancer.
Firefighters are not commodity. They are not expendable commodity where they can just send them into burning buildings and not provide the protection to their family in the event they get ill, or if not, pay the ultimate sacrifice in looking after the public. It's just wrong.
2 years ago, the government said it was assessing whether pancreatic cancers and others would be added to the scheme. Now, the Minister says it's constantly being reviewed to see if it reflects the dangers firefighters face. The Coalition want it expanded.
This government continues, unfortunately, to pick and choose, and when it comes to cancer, we shouldn't be picking and choosing.
I would like to set a precedent for the other firefighters that are coming through. This man served his community for 35 years. He put his life at risk for the community, and ultimately he lost his life. And was it worth it? No, it wasn't worth it. Being a firefighter was not worth.
National EMTV News returns after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favourite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations,
policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
Soft and lovely hair growth cream. The new way to nourish your hungry hair. The first hair growth cream with natural origins. No silicone, overload of nutrients, and incredibly melted texture that is instantly absorbed by your hair. Available at Trends Essential Beauty Shop in Bryant Bell Plaza, Gordon's, and Eliseo Rainbow, Trends Salons, and all retail shops near you.
The GWM Tank 500 has a super luxurious interior with 7 family-friendly seats, and it really loves going off-road. Book a test drive today and hop into Barocco Motors for a spin.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
The numbers capacity is for not more than 10,000 women per year. Last year we had 17,000, which is nearly double what our facility is designed max capacity.
Join us Monday night at 7 as we hold discussions with Dr. Glenn Mola. Would you say Papua New Guinea has a population problem?
Yes, very much so.
That's on Monday night.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. Kula FC have fallen 4-0 to a dominant Gulf Komaro side in round 3 of the Premier Soccer League, but the newcomers are far from out, still finding their feet in the top-tier competition.
The Million Bay team showed glimpses of potential despite the scoreline. While new to the top-tier league, their determination and spirit were clear throughout the match. In an exclusive interview with Trukai Sports Today, coach Pesi Matayo gave his remarks on the gameplay.
This challenge has provided us the avenue to learn more lessons about NSL in terms of where we are developing our players and where our pathway leads to the next success story in terms of winning the next match. But today we're proud of the effort, especially in terms of them raising the standard, raising the bar in terms of where we want to defend. But unfortunately, Komaro was very good today. They outclassed us in certain areas of the pitch, and the result went their way.
Despite the loss, Coach Matayo highlighted the key areas to work on and come back stronger in the next match.
In the area of defense, everybody did their part, but we lacked concentration towards the end. We lacked the area where they felt their responsibilities in those particular departments that only Lustintin or role belong on the plane. Those were key areas that Mipla Lukimosa Mipla lacked long emna. Komara took a very good advantage of it, and then they scored those goals through our lack of responsibility in defense. So yeah, those were the areas that me feel awesome. We plan to work more long him, na improve him, na hopefully get better for the next one.
With more time to adjust and build consistency, Kula FC is down for now, but certainly not out of the race. Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
The SP-PNG Hunters Rugby League Club have officially announced the appointment of two highly respected professionals to its board of directors in a statement. According to a statement, the appointees are Warwick Vele, Ms. Belinda Manning. Both Vele and Manning bring a wealth of experience and a strong passion for rugby league in Papua New Guinea. Bishop Leo Secondary School has made history, going undefeated and winning the 2025 inaugural Agmark East Civic School Rugby League Cup, beating Marprick Secondary in the grand final.
The Bishop Leo Secondary School are the champions of the 2025 inaugural Agmark East Civic School Rugby League competition after defeating Marprick Secondary in a tough grand final showdown. The match was played at the Pora Oval in front of a large crowd. Bishop Leo Secondary School dominated the field with strong defense and quick attacking plays. The team remained unbeaten throughout the tournament, showing consistent teamwork and discipline, which led them to lift the Agmark Cup for the first time in the competition's history. Marprick Secondary School showed strong effort throughout the tournament and made it to the final after a series of hard-fought wins, but fell short against the well-prepared Bishop Leo side. Organizers say the tournament was a success and will now become an annual event to develop school rugby league talent in East Sepik Province. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
The NCD Boxing Association is eyeing the national championships next month.
Ahead of the National Championships, Tournament Director Junior Kaukoraka told Trukai Sports that the selections will be made today.
Last trial selection blow midol NCD team blow selection blogodan attending national championship bakamablo lay 18 to 24. 5 years now we play defending title blow me play. So this year bakamablo lay one blogo attend him this lo maintain him.
He added that the NCD will select two teams starting from 49 kg to 81 kg.
All youths so me play got full team blow seniors na half team long all youths were all people mangi under 17 18 to 15 all boys were bago so me got full two team were bago mana Mary.
Raka also acknowledged the people behind the team.
So me talk thank you all NCD all staffs by me talk sports division on them agawana Powes Pakop lo Peng family na Dairy Valley also Comlek PNG.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
We'll be back with more of Trukai Sports after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab saja, yum.
Beef stiff, right?
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company. Totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
The all-new GWM Power has the best-in-class pulling power. Book a test drive today and hop into Broco Motors for a spin.
Soft and lovely hair growth cream. The new way to nourish your hungry hair. The first hair growth cream with natural origins. No silicone, overload of nutrients, and incredibly melted texture that is instantly absorbed by your hair. Available at Trends Essential Beauty Shop in Bryant Bell Plaza, Gordon's, and Eliseo Rainbow, Trends Salons, and all retail shops near you.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. Bash, we're ready to go.
MTV's Vocal Fusion Season 12.
We haven't had a voice like yours.
This week, our top 14 contestants step up their game with this round's genre being pop music.
You came to win. Okay.
Join us to find out who makes it through to the top 11. Tonight at 7:30. Only on your number one to watch, MTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching True Guy Sports. Round 15 of the Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball competition wrapped up today at Taroma Aquatic Centre, with just one more round remaining before the competition heads into the finals.
Round 15 of the Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball competition ended today, marking a crucial stage with only one more round left before the finals. Speaking to True Guy Sports, POM CVC Chairman Nugadi gave an update of today's matches.
Okay, now we're on round 15 and there's two divisions on by this weekend. There's the Women's Division 3 and Men's Division 2. But in round 16, we have in all the divisions take part in the round 16. There's Men's Premier, Women's Division 1, Women's Premier, Men's Division 1, Men's Division 2, and a mixed division, and a Women's Division 2 and Women's Division 3. So we all teams are taking part in the round 16. That's the last round of the season for POM CVC, and we'll come back to round 17. We'll start with the top 8 finals.
He also noted that upsets from last week have made these matches even more exciting.
Upsets from last week, Sunday, we have NCDC lost to BSP, that's the Women's Division. Plus in the Women's Division 3, the top of the ladder, New Guinea, was beaten by DICT, the new teams who take part in Division 3.
The competition continues next weekend, heading towards the finals. Joel Mipari, True Guy Sports.
The biggest netball competition in the country is heating up as teams in the Premier Division battle for supremacy. Round 15 of the Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball competition saw top teams battling for spots ahead of the upcoming finals.
Round 15 of the Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball competition saw actions from top teams at the Taroma Aquatic Centre. Kinderbank, BSP and NCDC remain at the top of the ladder as the competition heads up to the finals. Kinderbank captain Juliet Datton Oala said today's matches are important to maintain the momentum.
We just need to, for today's game, we take on BSP, who's second on the ladder. They're a good team as well. We just need to stick to the basics that we do, the normal, usual, simple game that we play.
She also mentioned the need for better communication and defense from her team.
We've been working together as a team. The support and communication during the game or before the game is paramount to us.
BSP's captain Lois Garena said her team is proud of their position but are not taking anything for granted.
BSP would be to try and get this win and the points that's needed, basically to just maintain that second spot because of the crisscross and whatnot format of the finals.
NCDC currently third on the ladder. The captain also noted on her team.
We need to play hard and win the last games. It's round 15. Next week we'll have the last game. So
the competition continues next weekend with exciting matches. Joel Mipari, True Guy Sports.
The Port Moresby AFL Association is setting new standards by introducing a strict policy around coaching. The move aims to improve coaching ethics, enhance player development and promote discipline.
The association have come up with the policy to ensure that coaches meet specific requirements, ensuring a professional and consistent approach across all participating teams in the competition.
All coaches that are coaching clubs who are affiliated to POM AFL have to be accredited with the overall AFL. So in saying that, we have put our deadline as of this game, this weekend, that all coaches must be accredited.
Maisu said the response from clubs have been positive.
At about almost 80-90% of coaches already accredited. We have some currently doing their accreditation, and we have also set strict guidelines around that as well, where once coaches have completed their accreditation, they'll sign off on a code of conduct for coaches, which is a guideline on how coaches should conduct themselves during game time and off the field as well, in trainings and as well. And if there is a breach of this code of conduct, then there are penalties associated with whatever breach of the policy that takes place.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
A junior basketball team from Central Province is taking part in the 6th game of the junior basketball competition. The team coach shared thoughts on youth participation.
A team from Central Province is currently participating in the 6th game of the junior basketball competition aimed at developing basketball skills among children. The Central 3x3 coach of the junior basketball competition says the event helps young players learn teamwork, build discipline and enjoy the game in fun and structured environment. She also noted on the competition.
The competition is very competitive at this time, especially the kids starting from under 8 age, which are learners, and it's to the Central 3x3, we are new to this competition.
Coach Francisca also extends an invite of the competition and praised the efforts of the children and parents.
Is also inviting any parent who wants a child to get involved with us in this basketball competition. They're most welcome, and also we'd like to let the parents know that when they are allowing the kids to come in, they are in good hands with us.
The junior basketball competition continues next Sunday at the Tauranga Athletic Center. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Goodpilla mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Goodpilla data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
The all-new GWM Power has the best-in-class pulling power. Book a test drive today and hop into Broco Motors for a spin.
Join me every Thursday night as Sports Scene brings to you all the local and international sporting updates. visiting our legendary athletes,
Hi, this is David Mead.
highlighting our local sports developments across the nation,
All eyes on Kokoda.
Now an NRL team based here.
We create a pathway.
and our talented rising stars.
Hi, my name is Gemma Schnobel and you're watching
All the younger ones should follow.
14 Thursday nights at 7 p.m. only on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You make holy man to walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And now we take a look at the MoneyPlus weather report for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City, partly sunny afternoon with possible evening showers and isolated thunderstorms. Darrow, mostly cloudy with occasional rain and thunderstorms. Kerema, partly sunny afternoon with possible evening showers and isolated thunderstorms. Alotau, cloudy with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Popondetta, partly sunny in the afternoon with possible evening showers and isolated thunderstorms. To the Momasa region, Lay City, partly sunny afternoon with possible evening showers and isolated thunderstorms. Madang, partly sunny afternoon with possible evening showers and isolated thunderstorms. Wewak, partly sunny afternoon with possible evening showers and isolated thunderstorms. Vanimo, partly sunny with showers to possible evening rain and isolated thunderstorms. To the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, partly sunny with showers to possible evening and isolated thunderstorms. Keveng, partly sunny with showers to possible evening rain and isolated thunderstorms. Kokopon Rabaul, partly sunny with showers to possible evening rain and isolated thunderstorms. Kimbes, partly sunny afternoon with possible evening showers and isolated thunderstorms. Buka, mostly cloudy with occasional rain showers and thunderstorms. To the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, partly sunny with showers to possible evening rain and isolated thunderstorms. Goroka, Buns and Kondiawa, afternoon rain showers and thunderstorms and possible flooding. Mendi, Tari and Wabek, afternoon evening showers with possible flooding. Looking at the small ships forecast, waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Darrow to Kiwai Islands to Hood Point to Samarai Islands sees 1.5 to 2.5 meters, rising to 3 meters along warning areas. Waters of East Kiwai Islands to Kerema to Yule Island to Port Moresby to Hood Point sees 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters east of Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and all Melenby Islands sees 1.5 to 2 meters. Waters north of Cape Vogel to Huon Gulf to Finschhafen sees 1 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Finschhafen through Vithia Strait to Siasi Island to Dampier Strait to Long Island to Madang sees 2 to 3 meters. Waters of Madang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border sees 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands sees 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of New Ireland to East New Britain to Bougainville, waters 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of West New Britain sees 0.5 to 1.5 meters, rising to 2 to 3 meters along Cape Gloucester. Looking at the ocean forecasts, Coral seas moderate to rough, easterly to southeast winds of 20 to 33 knots. Solomon seas slight to moderate, southeast winds of 10 to 15 knots. Bismarck seas sees slight to moderate southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots. Pacific Ocean sees smooth to slight easterly to southeast winds of 5 to 15 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that was the news, sports and weather for Sunday, the 29th of June, 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Bye for now.